Hello, I'm Jagan from Grow with Data. Welcome to the Crack SQL Interview in 50 question series. In this video series, we will practice 50 SQL questions across various topics. You can use the playlist Crack SQL Interview in 50 question series in our YouTube channel, and you can see all the videos related to that. If you go to the Grow with Data YouTube channel, you have the playlist and you can see the Crack SQL Interview playlist. If you see here, we have 6 videos. Now we are going to do our 7th video today. So in today's video, we are going to find the sales number based on the product name. If you want to see the code, you can go to the video description here. There is a code link. If you click on it, it will take you to the GitHub where you can see the table creation and the SQL part of it. Okay, fine. Now let's go into our table and we can see how to find the sales number based on the product name. So in this exercise, we are given two tables, sales and product. The sales table will carry the sales ID, the product ID and the quantity sold and the price of the sales or sales price. And the products table is a dimension table which got the product ID and its corresponding name. So mainly when you talk about the star schema, sales will be the fact table which got the sales transaction part of it, and product is the dimension table which got the product ID and the name of it. Now basically we connect the fact table with the dimension, right? So let's create the table first. So what they are asking you is they want to find the sales based on the product name. So in the sales table we have only the product ID, but we have to show the output based on the product name in the product table, and the year and the sale price is in the sales table. So how to connect these two tables and show the output like this: product name, year and price. Okay, let's start our exercise. Comment this out first. Okay, so now we have two tables, right? Sales and product. First connect those. Select from sales, give alias name, inner join product, give p on p dot. The connection point is the sales table got the product ID and the corresponding product table got a product ID. So the main thing we have to see the dimension table is the product ID is unique, right? If you have product ID 100 and you have two different records, then it's going to create duplicates when you connect the sales table to the dimension table. So to make sure that dimension table got the product ID as a unique identifier. Okay. So we say p dot product ID equal to s dot product ID. So this is how we connect the table, and what they are asking is product name which is in the products table, and then the sales table you get the year and then s dot price, right? Is a direct connection, and you get two Nokia or an Apple, $5,000 and $9,000. Right, fine. Now if you see the sale ID and the year is the unique identifier, right? So when you connect with the sales and product table, we just directly showing the product name, year and price. What if there is more than one sale for a product for that year? For example, if you get the record like this, where you have the sales for the product 100, which is Nokia, we got two records. First one got quantity 10, second one got quantity 15. So if I run this, right, let's move this code inside the comment. If you see the output, the first two records, right, Nokia 2023, it got two records, one is at 5000, one is at 7500. But what we are expecting is the product and the year should be unique and the price should be the aggregate part of it. So when you do a normal join, it just goes with record by record, right? So it takes the first record, product ID 100, it goes here, product table, and get Nokia. And the next one, take 100, get the Nokia, and it get the year and sales, but it's not going to aggregate. So what we have to do to get the display at product level and year, we have to aggregate this as product name, year, and then just do a sum of price. Since it's aggregation, you use group by. Basically, the good practice is you have to use the column name and you run it. Now you see the output is grouped based on the product name and year, and the price got aggregated 5000 plus 7500, which is 12500, right? So instead of group by column names, you can just say the position of the column, group by 1 and 2, right? You get the same result. If you want to show the sum in between, right? If you want to show product name and the sum and the price, you just say group by 1, 3. You get the same output. So the group by says which column has to be grouped by. So first one is product name, a third one is year. So give 1 and 3. Instead of 1 and 3, you can just give the name, which is the good practice. Numbers are it's like a short way of writing the code, but it's preferably you give the column names. And another good practice is all the aggregations you do at the we do at the end. Don't do the aggregation columns in between. It don't look good, right? It's okay, you get the expected output, but basically what we do is we show all the dimensions in the first few columns, like Nokia and the year, and then the fact numbers, right? The sale and the price, everything will be at the right extreme. So that's how basically we show a table, right? Okay, so this is a basic inner join between the sales and the product table. Good. Now if you see the sale product table, we got 3 products, Nokia, Apple and Samsung, but the output have Nokia and Apple. We don't know how much sale happened for Samsung because there is no record in sales. So what we are expecting is, I want to see all the products irrespective of whether we have the sales or not, right? If you have sales, show that sales number. If you don't have sales, you show 0, okay? So that I can see which product are not at all in sales, so we can remove it from the production line. We don't have to produce it, we don't have to say store it, right? It's a cost involved. So I just want to see all the products and I want to see the sales happened in a particular year, you can say 23 or 24, okay? Now starts with the basic question, how to get all the products and the sales. Basically you say left join, right? So when you do a normal left join and you run the code, you get the same result, because in the previous video, the video 6, we talked about the left join and the right join, when to do a left join and when to do a right join. So when you do a left join, the sales table becomes the primary table and the product table becomes the secondary. But what we need is, we want to see all the products irrespective of sales. That means the product table is going to be the primary table, right? The sales is going to be the secondary table. So what is the right join you use? Right join is the right join, right? So when you use the right join, you get Samsung and there is no sales for any of the year and the price, and we have to show the price as 0 if there is no price. So what we do, so a coalesce function helps to fix that, right? So the price becomes 0 if there is no sales. As I said, I preferably go with the left join because few database are not yet good for the right join, like Hives, right? So I just do the product table as the primary and the sales as a secondary, and I use the left join. I get the same result, right? So there is one more addition. I want to see only those products which don't have any sales in 2023, right? The same code, but the additional filter is I want to see only the products which don't have sales. That means I want to see only Samsung. So what is the difference between other products and Samsung? Whatever the secondary table, if there is no record, it shows null, right, or 0. So we use that as the filter. When I say and yes sales dot year is null, we should not say equal to, because we can't say any values equal to null. Okay, equal to null is going to throw an error. Oh, it gives output anyways. It won't give the expected output, right? It gives year is null. So when you say year is null, you get all the records showing as null, because basically what it does is, let's comment this out. What this condition is doing is, it just takes the sales column, select star from sales where year is null. So it just run this code, right, and get no records. So what happens in our left join query? It will just take the products table, left join with no records. That means you get all the products and the output is going to be null for year and price. So instead of that, what you do, you say where will filter the result. It will just do the left join with the sales, and then it just filters the record which got year as null, right? So we get the Samsung. We don't have to bring in all these columns because it's going to be null anyways, and you can just say group by product. So in that way we get only the products which don't have sales, and we have a restriction of and the year, right? And here we can't say it, right, because if there is no sales, there is no that record. So yes dot year equal to 2023, right? So if you put where condition after the where condition, it will be a must column. So if you say and year equal to 2020, that means that record should exist in sales, right? When you run this, you don't get any record, because this will run this left join and then it go for the filter, and they say year is null. Yes, you have one record, and then we say year equal to 2023. Like you need orange and you need apple as in a single fruit, which is not going to happen. So whichever the condition which is normal verification, you do it in the left join, and whichever is a must, we just do it in the where condition, right? So in this exercise, we start with a basic inner join, and then we did a right and the left join, and then we did aggregation, group by, and where to use the where condition and where to use the and condition, and how the primary and the secondary table behave based on the join you use. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.